What's up everyone, my name is JaquazaTube. Welcome back to another video where today I'm going to be telling you guys more about my fan Pokemon project, Pokemon Project Paradoxium. Now if you haven't seen the trailer or you actually don't even know what this is, I am going to be doing a sort of fan series on my own rendition of, well, I guess Pokemon. It's going to revolve around the main premise of Paradox Pokemon becoming very abundant in modern times, with some Pokemon even being threatened to extinction as a result. I don't know how long the series is going to go or how often I'll upload videos, but this is the first in a series of multiple videos that I will be posting on this channel. This will have inspiration from other PokeTuber series, so if you see anything related, that's probably why, but I tried being as unique as possible, but obviously when you're dealing with a topic like this, it's hard to be unique in such a massive medium. I'm going to do my best to try and make this, and I drew everything myself, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and if any of you guys want to try your own renditions of this, that if you guys are better artists, go ahead, I actually implore you to. All of these were drawn in Photoshop and I'm not an artist, so tracing is my best friend. But other than that, let's dive right on in to Pokemon Project Paradoxium. Iron Data, can you show me file number 117 on Paldean history? This is Iron Data, a Paradox futuristic Porygon Z. It's a normal electric type if you couldn't tell, but obviously this is one of the first of many Paradox Pokemon. Unlike most of the Paradox Pokemon that appear nowadays, this one was actually designed by humans. In order to store massive amounts of data, humanity built Porygon Z in a way that resembled the Paradox Pokemon. As you can tell, it is held together by electronic waves that hold the limbs and its tail together. It has an antenna on its head which helps it send and receive incoming data to put into data centers. Because of the fact that its body is held together by electronic waves, each of its limbs can act independently, detached from its body. Its tail, on the other hand, can be used to store information when it cannot send it directly to a center or a location. And in order to counter the incoming waves of Paradox Pokemon, an elite organization developed Iron Data to store data globally. You'll find one of these guys in PDF's organization around the world. There's numerous ones of these, and some even come in shiny colors if they have the resources to build one. But it is meant to basically resemble what Porygon 3 would have looked like, a futuristic, non-corrupted version of the Porygon Z that we know today. And as it was built by humans, it is a very special Paradox Pokemon. Oh, why do I need this, you ask? I have a new partner I have to be showing this to, so... Well, I kind of have to supervise them, and the captain told me to keep an eye on them as they're my first partner. We'll see how it goes, but thanks again. See you soon and good luck with your information. Your name is Kate, right? Alright, well if that's the case, then we'll do the introductions and the formalities later. If you don't already know, I have to show you this brief history video on the history of PDF and Paradox Pokemon. You've probably already learned about this in school, but just so we're on the same page, this version goes much more into detail about the history of Paldea and the history of Paradox Pokemon. Computer, display file number 117 on the monitor. The history of Paradox Pokemon dates back hundreds if not thousands of years. An expedition team, led by Heath, apparently went into the crater of Area Zero and found Paradox Pokemon. However, there have been many different discrepancies in this information that we have been given. Most call Heath a liar. Some support him. But what makes it strange is that Paradox Pokemon were only recently sighted in Paldea after thousands of years. And we now know today that a professor known as Professor Sada is responsible for letting these Pokemon out in the first place. Due to the information given to us by 4 unique individuals, we now know Sada was building a machine to draw Paradox Pokemon from the past. Strangely, it seems that another individual was also pulling Pokemon from the future, not the past like Sada was. However, studies of the remnants of the machine determine that this may not be a time machine at all, but we do not have enough information to determine that. Approximately 50 years ago around Southern Kalos, Perfect Zygarde was reawakened to fight an unknown disc Pokemon called... The resulting fight split Zygarde into 100 cells, but also destroyed the disc Pokemon in Southern Kalos. However, this battle was not without great destruction. But as this disc Pokemon was defeated, a bright light spread over Paldea and Kalos, and in the days to come, more Paradox Pokemon were brought into our world. The first major event is known as the Awakening. An unknown Paradox Pokemon broke out of Area Zero with dozens more backing it up. They walked through Paldea for hours until they arrived at Mesagoza, one of Paldea's most populous cities. Although there were many trainers to defend the incoming Pokemon, there was not without great destruction. Half of the city was destroyed and the Paradox Pokemon that had caused these events had disappeared and is still shrouded in mystery. The Paradox Pokemon has been given an official designation responsible for the attack, but has not been seen since that day. However, the champion of Paldea, simply known as Jaden, disappeared during the battle between Zygarde and the disc Pokemon. We do not know where he went or where he was transferred to, but his team of 6 Pokemon has been either sent through time or worse. Due to the hole in Area Zero and the Pokemon brought into our world thanks to the Disc Pokemon, Paradox Pokemon were now abundant in both Paldea and Kalos. This began as a regional issue, however, in the next couple of weeks, Paradox Pokemon found themselves all over the world, and these Pokemon had gone global. Many traveled by sea, by land, or by sky, but eventually they found themselves in other regions. These had catastrophic events in the environment. Multiple regions were hit the worst, namely Kanto, Alola, and Hoenn. Alola was a completely island nation, so it was hard for us to send resources to them in a timely manner. And as a result, 70% of Alola was destroyed in the first couple of years due to the Paradox Pokemon. Because half of Hoenn is water-based, roughly 40% of the region was deemed unlivable due to the mass amounts of Paradox Pokemon gathering in the seas. Sootopolis City is now completely unlivable and is home to many rare Paradox Pokemon. Few venture into that area, and fewer come back. More towns in Hoenn were made, and all of the gyms were put onto the mainland. Kanto was also hit pretty badly. Most of the trade routes were cut off by the mass expansion of mighty fins in the area. Ocean towns were hit especially hard, but some Pokemon did find their way in the mainlands. The Paradox version of Metapod was found in Viridian Forest and has now become an invasive species. And because of this, it is hard for new trainers to start their journeys in a safe and fashionable way. Speaking of Mighty Fins, this is Mighty Fins, a Paradox Tirtuga. Now, it is common knowledge that the fossil Pokemon that we see today are not the actual fossil Pokemon. They're all tainted by that rock type. They're not perfect. They were made imperfect without technology. So, what happens if a fossil Pokemon had a Paradox form? I.e., Mighty Fins. Paradox Tirtuga's fins are almost as long as it is, and it also has spots across its body. It also now has a pointed fin on the back of its shell, typically used for intimidation, but also to move better in the water. It's now a water dark type, and definitely is much more of a predatory creature. Roughly 90% of these species live on beaches by the ocean, which is why a lot of regions were hit hard, especially Alola. This is one of the more abundant Paradox Pokemon, and as a result the beaches are now full of them. Due to their typing and their inability to fight fast on land, we have been able to counter these and restore beaches across the world. Mighty Fins was the first in a wave of unknown Pokemon that spread across the entire globe. This Paradox resembles an ancient form of Tirtuga, although whether this is the exact form remains unknown. Yeah, it's just a predatory turtle that has similarities to both the Beta Tirtuga and regular Tirtuga, and also the Archelon, the ancient turtle that lived in prehistoric times. It's pretty simple, but I think it's pretty effective at getting the memo of what a foster Pokemon could have been like back in the day. As these unknown Pokemon spread across the entire planet, the organization known as PDF was established. PDF stands for Paradox Defense Force. It is an international organization that helps battle against Paradox Pokemon and their related events. Because this organization works directly with the Pokemon Leagues of the world, they have a lot of backing and resources to help them. As a result, many trainers actually end up joining PDF. Pokemon trainers either join at the end of their journey when they've collected all the badges, or at the beginning of their journey to help them become better trainers. PDF's main base of operations is operated under the Pokemon League. This underground facility is home to hundreds of trainers and dozens of Paradox Pokemon. It is recommended by trainers to have at least one Paradox Pokemon on their team in the PDF forces. However, strong-ranking trainers have multiple. Paradox Pokemon are split into two groups. Past Paradox Pokemon are a lot more primal, ancient. These Pokemon are very combat-oriented and spend their times in harsh environments. The future Pokemon, on the other hand, are a lot more intelligent and rely more so on strategy. They all also resemble robots for some odd reason, but we are still trying to figure out why this is the case. The future Pokemon are much more docile than their past counterparts and are thus used by trainers around the world. If you can tame a past Paradox Pokemon, that's seen as a sense of bravery and strength. That's not to say that all past Paradox Pokemon aren't friendly and all future Pokemon aren't dangerous. There are a wide variety amongst both groups and they tend to clash in the environments that they live in. For example, Great Tusks and Iron Treads both inhabit the deserts of Paldea, and as a result, the Donphan and Phanpy populations have both gone down significantly as a result, that many are kept in ecological spaces around Masagoza. Paradox Pokemon are a significant threat of the ecological balance and ecosystems of planet Earth. It is important to the safety of our world that they are either all captured or contained in spaces around the world. If you choose a Paradox Pokemon as your partner, know that many harsh battles and struggles await you as the two of you must face them together as partners. This concludes file number 117. And that's the first part of Project Paradoxium. This will definitely be a brief opener of the series and definitely sets the tone in a small way, but I still hope you guys liked it. Obviously it's not perfect and I'm definitely gonna have to get some of my friends to voice act the characters. you can probably tell. But other than that, I hope you guys liked it, and there will definitely be more videos like this on the way in the near future. Tell me what you liked about the series, and tell me what you think could be improved, and trust me, there is a lot more Paradox Pokemon along the way, so stick around. I'll see you all next time, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day.